Did you, like, shit your brain out? Like, what?
That is a possibility. That is a real possibility. You know, I was actually thinking, so my brother was actually allowed to have a friend over. That friend is gone now, so they won't interrupt us. But I don't know if y'all have ever seen a teenager grow up, but that shit's wild. I have not seen this friend in maybe 2 months, right? He was unrecognizable to me. And I was like, I had a moment where I was like, I don't know who the fuck this kid is. Like, I know who this is. This is my brother's friend who we like to joke that because he said some shit like, oh yeah, he's smart, he studies, he likes exotic fruits like star fruit. So we joke that he's welcome anytime because we think he'll be a good influence on Kyle. But I was like, that is not your friend, right? Who the fuck is this kid? And I just could not get over how that's a different boy.
That's even more evidence to the trope of recognizing your childhood friend after years being complete bullshit.
Complete bullshit. I don't think I would recognize one of my friends from high school if I saw her now.
No.
And she's like the one person who I actually talked to past high school. So I know what she looks like after high school and in college. I still probably wouldn't recognize her.
Yeah, when I go back to see my family, I look at my little sibling, and it's probably been like 6 months since I've seen them, and it's a hot second where it's like, I don't know who this person is. Who is this person at the airport picking me up?
Well, that's a problem, Alex, because you should be able to recognize the family you grew up with your entire life.
But it's been 6 months, and they're 16.
I can recognize my brother, because I grew up with him.
I mean...
You see him every day.
I don't.
Yeah, he is a basement goblin.
He is a basement goblin and also hasn't been... Well, actually, he came home yesterday to pick up his monitor and then left. But he hadn't been home for a few months.
Well, at least you know he's okay.
Yeah.
It's very, like, if you got, like, my mom and my uncle in the same room, you could absolutely tell. I mean, they don't look super, super similar. I mean, they, like, look related, but it's not like, wow, you guys could be twins. But you can definitely tell they're siblings because they have an almost McElroy level of, like, lockstep falling into the same kinds of comedy. And it is really impressive to watch that in motion. I'd like to hope that that's going to be me and my brother when we're like 30, 40.
Yeah.
But I unfortunately can only imagine him as somebody who just like thinks that saying the word penis is still funny. Which, by the way, my brother is 15. So this is now, if he was a lot more like this when he was 14, but he would just say penis and be like, this is the peak of comedy.
That's being 14.
That's what a 14-year-old is, yeah.
Right, that's being 14. But, like, I can't imagine what that looks like as a 30-year-old other than just a 30-year-old who says penis and thinks it's funny.
So, the McElroys.
This is a ding-dong podcast. But no, it was just, like, I feel like I know this kid. He's been coming over. I think he was friends with Kyle in middle school, and they don't even go to the same high school now. But Kyle's still friends with all of his, middle school friends. But I'm like, I don't know who this bitch is. Growing up is wild, and I think that we should maybe outlaw it. I think it should be illegal, actually.
No, yeah, aging should not be allowed.
I think it shouldn't be legal. I think we should outlaw it.
I think we should spring fully formed from Zeus's head.
Thank you. You understand me. I'm done with this growing up bullshit.
Too bad.
Stop making me look at people change. to Wikiboys, the podcast where three friends dive into the wonderful world of fandom wiki pages. I am your host, Aster, and I use she and they pronouns.
My name is Alex, and I use he, him pronouns.
I'm Rick, and I use they, them pronouns.
And today is the first installment in our Blast to the Past series, where for the month of July, we'll be looking at...
No. Isn't it June?
It is.
Hang on.
It is July.
It's
No,
July.
yeah, you're right. It's July.
Bro, we're...
Oh, right. I always forget that July comes after June.
Brooke?
Hi, I'm Rook, and I'm dumb. They both start with J and U.
Our Blast to the Past month, in which each of us, because if you look at the schedule, we have 3 episodes releasing this month. So each of us will be taking a website that we used to visit as children and exploring the wiki. So I think each of us might have mileage with all of them, but the respective...
Nope.
Oh, no, that's right. You did not have... We don't all have experience with all of them. But
No.
the respective experts on the podcast have taken charge of the ones that we were on most of the time. So that brings us to this week's topic, which is Neopets. And as I mentioned, I probably have the most mileage with Neopets. If the fact that... So I went to go... do a little research, poke around the wiki, and I was on one of the pages and I found a personality quiz, which is always exciting and always very fun. And I went to go take it. Turns out it's on the actual Neopets site, and Neopets does not like it if you do not have a Neopets account and you try to get it basically anywhere on the site. So I was like, okay, I was a child. Like, I have been using the same email address since I was a child. It's actually one that my dad made for me. It is just my...
Well, you better hope that never gets leaked.
Well...
Maybe we can put a funny classic censor noise over it,
Yeah.
A big old bleep.
And so I was like, all right, I'll put it in, I'll have him email me what my username and reset my password and everything. So let me pull up my my email here just for a hot second.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I want to show you, first of all, for whatever fucking reason, Neopets lets you make multiple accounts tied to one email.
What? Why?
Because it's a bad site. It is not made with the logic of
older.
things. Yeah, it's on the older side.
Yeah.
Anyways, I have 4 accounts registered to this, and I want to show
What?
you.
Oh, Manic Mondays is an old username, huh?
Manic Mondays is actually, I believe, one of the newer ones. Manic
Oh.
Mondays I probably made around 2014. So, the usernames here are Manic Mondays. Manic is spelled with a CK. Eco Kitte 1144. Cool Pokemon 1144. And Pokemon Freak 1144. And I looked at that and I said, all right, I made Manic Mondays, I believe in 2014-ish.
Oh.
Because that is the name of a lot of things I made around 2014. I think that was like my first Tumblr URL.
It sure was.
It's not anymore. Don't look for it.
It's not.
And so I was like, okay, there's a chance I can get into this one. Had to reset the password. Then it was like, put your birthday in when you haven't been here for a while. And I'm like, oh, fuck, okay. Well, I was...
What? Did you not remember your birthday?
Not the fake year, I assume.
The other ones, I'm like, I probably lied about my birthday because that was just what you did.
Oh,
but I was like,
fair, yeah.
I made Manic
Add
Mondays
10
in
years.
2014. I would have been old enough that I would have been old enough to get on the site and not have to lie about my birthday. Anyways, I put my birthday in probably 5 times and it was not correct. So, unfortunately, I can't get back into Neopets. And so, unfortunately, I cannot have us take the personality quiz. But yes, I, as evidenced by the 4 accounts that I had, I was super into Neopets. I thought it was super cool. One of my, when I was a child, most treasured possessions was I had a small plushy Neopets keychain. And I just thought it was really cool. And it still sort of leaves It's mark on me, I think, in the fact that I still think that the themed worlds are kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I thought that they were very well themed. And yeah, I think I was never super into the site lore, which I learned there was a lot more of than I knew when I was, 11. There's like
God.
story, I think. I don't think it's been poked at for a while because I'm pretty sure Neopets currently is kind of a lawless zone.
Yeah, isn't it just a bunch of forums where adults are depressed on?
I think so, but also I've learned that there is an active subreddit for it. Because I saw like, r/Neopets, and I was like, all right, I gotta see what this looks like. It had very recent posts. Like, let me go fucking see what is happening here.
Alex, do you want to say your mileage while Aster gets that?
Yeah.
So yeah, and I have no experience with Neopets.
Yeah, my only experience with Neopets is I had some of the McDonald's toys and I thought they were cool, and I made Sonic OCs based off of them.
Oh, that's so much better than what I was.
Oh.
That's so much better than what I ever could have hoped.
So there were things posted 3 hours ago, 2 hours ago, 6 hours ago, 19 hours ago. I mean, it is active.
Wow. Is that about Neopets or is it just nonsense?
It is about Neopets. These are people on, Reddit just talking about Neopets. I want to make it clear that I respect the fuck out of these people.
Yeah.
There is no hatred here, but I just think that that's wild. I was like, oh, this might be kind of abandoned. I don't know how active Neopets is. Very is the answer. The answer is very. So what I will do here...
Oh, shit.
Oh, God, Rook, what'd you do?
I knocked my phone over.
Oh, no! The tape tower!
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good now.
That's gonna be good audio.
Yeah, I love that. So I will just link you the Neopets wiki at first. I actually don't have a whole lot of pages to talk about. I thought we would just kind of poke around. I think each of them is a pretty rich, at least two of them are a pretty rich vein. But yeah, for those of you who never played Neopets, first of all, go make an account. It's free. Okay, just go do it.
No.
No, do it.
I refuse.
No.
I'm not saying you two. I'm just imploring,
No, I know.
Our general.
I'm being rude.
All right, well, bitch.
I'm rude now.
Spits.
So Neopets is your pretty average pet site. There is a handful, quite a bit, of Neopets, which are roughly animal-based creatures.
Why do the pets have pets?
So they introduced a mechanic called Pet Pets, which is pets for your pets. And then they introduced
No, it's... Yeah, I'm looking at pets.
Pet Pets, which were pets for your pets. It's pets all the way down.
Do they have pets?
I think they stopped
No.
with Pet.
Shame.
But I did not super participate in that, mostly because I was like an idiot child who would lose the usernames and logins to my accounts and have to remake. So I only ever had like really basic Neopets. So if I remember correctly, I could be wrong, and I will allow myself to be called out by any Neopets masters.
There's someone on this wiki whose icon is some anime boy head photoshopped over a picture of Jesus.
What?
Here, like, someone on this wiki. That's their icon.
Is that a boy from Free?
I don't know.
The style looks a little bit like Free.
Yeah.
That could be like 50 different anime.
True. It could be like any given one of those.
So your Neopets, when you first made them, could only come in 4 basic colors, just like red, green, blue, yellow. And then there were these paintbrushes.
Yeah, the paintbrushes is a common meme that crops up in the art community.
Yes. So actually, I do want to talk about paintbrushes. It was not actually one of the ones that I had picked out, but I just remembered how good they are. So there is, first of all, a lot of them.
Yeah.
And some of them are, a handful of them are fairly normal. There's like brown, orange, camo, pink, purple, rainbow, split color,
Get
spotted.
off my lawn, paintbrush.
Huh?
Get off my lawn, paintbrush.
And then there's some real good ones, like the Get Off My Lawn paintbrush, which makes your Neopet into an old person. So go ahead and click on the Get Off My Lawn paintbrush for me.
God, let me find it.
It's real good. And it turns your Neopets,
God.
it just turns them into old people. They have gray hair and they wear old people clothes and they have glasses. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. But the paintbrushes were, I remember, just really like a foreign object to me because you had to work really hard to get them. They could be given out as like quest items, or there was the lab ray, which could change your pets. There's a lot of shit. I never had any of that. So I would just sit there and just like hope for something cool and would never get it. But I mean, there's cool shit like steampunk.
Yeah.
Oh, there was another
Origami.
One of the things that I always thought was cool was they had paintbrushes for a good chunk, if not all, of like the worlds that they had, or the themed lands. So like Lost Desert, Lutari, Moroccan, Mystery Island.
Oh, there's a plushie one.
One is real good.
It's cute.
Yeah, and they're super cute. And like Rook said, they sometimes come up as art memes. So like you'll see basically like, oh, draw your, I don't know. I've only seen it in the like furry stuff, but maybe there's other.
Furry is more common, but some people do it with like characters. Like it usually gets applied to like their outfit or their hair,
right? Not
really ever like the skin of a human character,
right? I do see it a little bit more in furries because it's a little bit easier to make like a furry into a plushie. But I wanted to also just sort of bring these up and just sort of briefly just touch on how much they were an item of just complete lust for me. I wanted these so bad. Some of these were so cool. Let me pull up the...
I'm assuming these are these things that could be traded?
I believe so.
They seem like they'd be a luxury item that you pay too much for.
They were very much luxury items. So I definitely wanted the Darrigan paintbrush because it was edgy.
Yep.
Some common characteristics are dark hues, bat-like wings, and red eyes. So I was like this.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely, let me see here.
Oh, I see. The McDonald's toys came paintbrushed because I had 2 starry toys.
Oh.
Where they're just blue with stars all over them.
Yes.
I had this, like, fucked up dog with really long ears and also a lion.
I had that one, too. I had the fucked up dog with long ears and he was starry.
Okay, fucked up dog with long ears. Let's talk about him, then.
Oh, thank you.
The Gellert.
Gellert.
And then the lion. Give me a second. I will look here at all of the species. Ooh, let me see if I can remember.
There's a baby brush. Baby mode.
The baby brush is
my gosh,
really
we got
good.
the baby.
Oh.
They're real small.
Oh, I think it might have been a Kugra.
Oh.
Yeah, the lion one was probably a Kugra. Or so I guess it's a tiger. I remember it having, like, tufts, but that could have also been a McDonald's thing.
I am going to have to... Was it perhaps instead of a cougar, was it a Zweetok? Which looks more like a fucked up lion?
I'd have to see it in Starry. Hang
on. Then let me see.
Yeah, I'm trying to look. There's so many. Fuck.
Okay, cool. I'm pretty fucking sure you can get it.
Just gonna Google Starry Zweetok.
Yeah.
No, it was not. So it was probably a cougar. Let me just Google Starry cougar. Yep, it was a cougar.
Oh, I love the fact that you can just remember that is so... I
found them again recently, but I don't know where I put them.
The only one I had was...
And also I still have the art of me making them into Sonic OCs. I could get it. It's within arm reach right now.
Oh, I would love to see that.
I would love
McDonald's toy
get up and get them and send them.
The toy that I had was a Kiko. I believe it was just yellow, and I wanted one of these motherfuckers in the game so bad. So bad. But they are limited edition.
Ugh.
So limited edition means that they can only be created on their special pet day. Don't ask me how that works. I looked it up on the wiki. Like, I was like, what the fuck is limited edition? Do you mean to tell me that there was, like, there was a reason I couldn't get one of these fucks? There was.
Shit. I knocked my phone down again.
Oh my god. Limited edition pets will be released in batches of around 1,000 a few random times a day on their pet days.
That sucks.
What the fuck?
It's balls. And by the way, these were all the cool ones.
Of course they were.
Right. Now, I did not want all of them.
Oh, wait. Oh, I also had a red Kiko.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I would have been excited about it because I was like, oh, it's Knuckles.
Brooke, that's so funny. Brooke, that's so funny.
Yeah, I remember these little diggers. It's just a ball with, like,
It is-
mole hands.
It is just a ball with mole hands.
Sorry if you can hear me wrestling.
No, you're fine.
I meant on the recording.
I also definitely, but yeah, I definitely remember being really frustrated at learning that they were limited edition. And what I didn't understand was the nature of how that worked on Neopets. And so I was just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Why can't I get one of these little boys? But let me, oh god. Well, I have the, there we go, the species wiki, the species page open. So, I will also just link the species page, which has, by the way, all of the Neopets, all of the pets, which there's a lot of, and
Wait,
all of
What
the
the
pet
fuck?
pets.
So, is this bird in bed a Neopet or is it a pet?
It is a Neopet. It is a Pateri, or Terry.
I think I also had a red one of these and I also made them into a Sadako-C.
Oh my god, Rick.
And it was like, what if I made Sadako-Cs? I would actually like do like art projects with it because I was in middle school.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Yeah. Hang on. No, let me copy this image because the OC also had the same eye marks as the red Terry do.
Oh my god.
I forgot that's where I got that design element from.
That is so fucking good.
It's just like this little red sparrow with a funny little tail with it's probably feathers, but it looks like a leaf, and then like these like flame looking things around its eyes. I'll probably find art of him in this stack of paper too.
Oh, it was a paper boy.
Oh yeah, yeah. This was before I
Oh,
This was even before I started drawing on a tablet.
that's really powerful.
Yeah, if this was digital art, I wouldn't have it.
I definitely remember my favorite, which were the Aisha, which are fun little friends.
Oh, those are fun.
Yeah, I do like those ones. Those are the ones I'm more familiar with in terms of just like seeing them around.
I also love that whenever you post it seems far and away, and many times it seems to want to post the baby one, which I think we should I'm just gonna open up the baby color and just look at it.
Just
because
appreciate it.
It's real good. Oh, yeah, there sure is mutant colors, Alex. We can talk about that in a hot second. Let's look at babies and go.
Oh, they're very tiny.
Mm-hmm.
This
I
tiny.
don't know how to even describe Neopets. They're just animals, but to the left.
Yeah.
They are.
Um,
This tiny Flosum is gonna make me have a fit.
Oh,
It's so tiny.
It's so small. My favorite is baby Terry is just an egg.
good.
It's just an egg.
Oh my god.
There are definitely, some of them are very much animals to the left, and then some of them are, like here, let me post the Ixie. This bitch is just a goat. It's just a goat.
That
Like,
Yeah.
that is a goat.
And so it was really funny how
Yes, here we go.
they would have like, shit like geckos and bugs and narwhals and shit like that, but also whatever the fucking usul is. And they really just did not give a shit. They just did whatever the hell they wanted. And it was really
That
powerful.
looks like a squirrel.
It's
This
squirrel-ish,
one just looks like a squirrel.
but it's like a weird...
It's more like a bunny with a squirrel tail.
It's like a weird squirrel.
A bunny with a squirrel tail.
But also a fun thing on almost all of the species pages, they have these cute little word arts of their names.
Yeah.
Which is just cute to me. But
God, I love how ancient the art is. Thank God that Neopets never got a graphics update.
I genuinely do not think it has ever gotten a graphics update. I think they're trying to fix it for
Good.
the eventual death of Flash, but like that's about it. Like they're not doing anything else. But yeah, these are good friends. I do want to talk about this Neopet that I've never seen in my fucking life. Which I believe was a newer one. And you can tell that because the art looks good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love this little friend!
The Vandageyer. It is an owl panda.
Oh, yeah. This art is way better.
Right?
It's from 2014.
Right. And so I think there was
It's
some...
like a little owl bear.
And I think there was
Baby.
a small amount of discourse about them being introduced, but I don't know for sure.
Why? They're cute!
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely cute. And also, Neopets has a weird culture.
I know,
Just
but
in-
still, fuck off.
No, yeah, they're adorable, and I love them. I want to talk about, though, one more color that will lead us into our next topic here, which I think this is probably the paintbrush that turned me gay, which was the fairy paintbrush. Because it made everything cute colored and gave them cute wings.
Esther, we're gonna beat you to death.
I am only moderately kidding. Everything is in these
I
like
know.
pastel, cool colors.
Yeah.
I mean, they're really they are gay looking.
Alright, I found all my art.
Oh, thank God. Now, speaking of things on Neopets that made me gay, let's talk about the fairies.
Let's talk about the fairies.
So the fairies were more or less NPCs. And this was also where I found the Neopets fairy personality quiz and could not take it because it's on the Neopets site. And I am gutted. But yes, there is lots of different fairies. And they are NPCs that sort of hang around everywhere and give quests. I know that there is one... Oh, where is she? Where's the soup fairy?
I do know about the soup fairy.
Yes, so the soup fairy is if you are poor or poor as shit and you can't afford any food, which I would do by going and buying a bunch of shit and being super poor, and then I would go feed my Neopets. So it was sort of baby's first capitalism simulator.
God. Yeah, didn't Neopets teach a lot of people about capitalism?
Capitalism and also coding.
Oh, yeah.
Because you could have your own little store, and so you could
Oh,
code
really?
your store in HTML. Yeah,
Wow, that seems like a dangerous practice.
yeah.
Fascinating, though. I don't know how I should deliver this art because I'm recording my audio on my phone.
We can hold that until later.
Yeah, I suppose I could send it after. And it could, well, no, because it's real obvious that these are Neopets. But, like, I was, like, 12 or whatever.
Hey, on the soup fairy page, it gives you a art tutorial.
Does it really?
It
Oh,
does.
you
It links. It links to this page. Let me send it
Oh,
to you.
you can learn how to draw the soup fairy.
It's really good.
Oh, really, really fantastic.
Click here for
never
a
seen a-
printable version.
Never seen a PHTML.
Yeah, this is a
Ooh.
format I have not seen.
No.
The soup fairy looks like she really hates me. In this art tutorial, it looks like she's upset at me for failing to properly contribute
Feed your
to capitalism.
Neopets.
God.
Let me see. Oh god, apparently there's a lot of lore. So Fiora is the queen of the fairies.
Oh, did she make you gay?
Oh, they all did. They all did.
Sorry, this is a bad photo.
I would say probably the one that made me the most gay. And it is not a surprise if you... Oh my god, look. Hey, these really are very clearly Neopets.
Yeah. But I didn't really know what a Neopet was. I was just like, oh, these cool toys that McDonald's has.
That's so wholesome. I love children.
You know? Yeah.
So this...
I did that with Pokemon too.
The Space Fairy is the one that made me gay. And in case you can't tell from her everything, that makes sense.
Yeah.
She has short hair. She is a cool outer space fairy. She has star print leggings. She is one of, this is sad, one of 3 darker skinned fairies.
Oops.
Yeah. One of them is an islander fairy, and one of them is a desert fairy.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I will say, I don't know if she is supposed to be... Let me see here. The snow fairy... Oh my god. Brooke, this is so funny. This is so funny.
We could maybe, if Alex wants to edit the video that much, drop at least one of them in.
I can do that.
Yeah, I'll take better pictures later.
Um,
Maybe even scan them.
You could.
I love that. So, apparently, according to the wiki, this is pronounced Talia. She always looked Asian to me, but that could just be me being an idiot. So, it's definitely not...
Can I get a... I think you're being an idiot.
Yeah, and I can admit to that because I was a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, definitely, there was a lot of plot related to them. I don't know a lot about them, admittedly. I just know I was like, oh, pretty woman. And that continues to this day. I look at them and I'm like, pretty women. They're all good, and feel free to click on the... We can talk about the worlds in a minute. We'll definitely talk about the locations.
Okay.
There's a Neopedia. There's a Neopedia on the Neopets site that we can't get to all of. Mm-hmm. And it's all PMHL pages, which is... I don't know what this format is.
It's really... I don't understand why the Neopedia is like this. But yeah, the fairies are all really good. I am gay for all of them. Even now, as an adult. Because I look at them and I'm like, wow, pretty women. Actually, I do want to talk about one more, which is the gray fairy. She just has depression.
This is a bit of a tangent, but Aster, were you ever into Winx Club?
They do look like Winx Club.
Wow, yeah, she's depressed.
So, she... I wanted to kind of be into the Winx Club. I thought it was really cool. It was one of those things like Winx and Witch I really wanted to be into. But as I may have mentioned on this podcast before, I didn't have cable.
Oh, right.
So if you don't have cable, it is hard to be into shit like that. And I was unfortunately a nerd, so I watched shit like Cyber Chase. So, yeah, the Grey Fairies are depressed.
Wait a second. Under the history section for the Grey Fairy, it says, in the book, Grey Fairy Chronicles number 1, Nomi's Quest, an oddly colored light fairy named Nobi becomes a Grey Fairy. But the book?
Yeah.
Book?
Is that really
there was
surprising?
a lot of, like, merch and stuff that came out. There was a trading card game. There was, as people might know if you watch Penny Snapcube, there was a PS2 video game, The Darkest Fairy.
Yeah.
Which actually... we could talk about, okay, cool, I'd like to look at the page, The Darkest Fairy, and then we could talk about the game if we wanted. Ever so briefly, because I think there is some...
Nickelodeon Pet Park. Oh, you're wanting to look at the fairy.
The fairy, and then we can look at the game. Other names include The Sleeper and The Betrayer, while her actual name was erased from memory, which is a cool and normal thing to have happen.
Yeah.
Gallery of Evil description. Boy, that sure is... I'm going to read all of this.
Oh boy.
The Darkest Fairy, also known as the Betrayer, once belonged to the Council of 12 that built and benevolently ruled the kingdom of Altdor. Though she seemed content at one time to rule alongside the others, this soon changed. The Darkest Fairy betrayed King Altdor and the kingdom, and it became horrifyingly clear that she desired to be the land's sole ruler. Not satisfied with simply overthrowing the empire, the Betrayer's thirst for power led her to devise a plan to use her magic to completely rewrite the history of Altador, making her both the sole founder and queen. Luckily, King Altador and the sorceress Jordana were able to preempt her scheme with one of their own, and thanks to a pair of unlikely heroes, her other terrible plans were snuffed as well. Nowadays, the Darkest Fairy is trapped in a statue under the watchful eye of Queen Fiora, but evil like her shall always be a threat. Anyways, this is a game where you collect pets.
Really?
So,
What?
there's like, a lot of lore. Like, a lot of it, and it's all fucking bonkers.
Oh, God.
It all seems to be fucking bonkers.
Oh, the Wraith resurgence. Yeah. There's like, I think still active plot happening on the site a little bit less frequently, obviously, but still happening to this day.
God.
There's also, since we've talked about the darkest fairy... No, not that!
Oh
Oh, no!
Aster, what's this thing? I also had one of this. And I loved it so much.
Oh, God. I think I remember
It's like this yellow orb of a squirrel with a really long tail.
Let me see. Oh, God, I think I remember...
I loved that toy so much. I remember it being really soft, but that might have just been my standards as a child. Because it was a McDonald's toy.
I believe that is a Mirka.
Yep.
Yeah!
Fuck yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, it has a biscuit flavor.
Yeah!
So, I accidentally just pasted the Darkest Fairy character again, so I'll paste the actual video game. I wanted this game really bad, and I do wish to this day that I still had it.
Oh god, I googled them just to remember how they looked, and god, I had way more than I remembered having.
Oh my god.
I also had I think I had a green of this gecko, and then I had a yellow of the monkey. I went to McDonald's a lot as a child. And between, like, 3 kids, you amass a lot of toys.
Yes,
Holy shit.
a Mincy,
God.
which is the monkey, and the Teko, which is a gecko.
Yes!
It almost haunts me that you have had more of the Neopets toys than I did. I mean, I get it. You 3 kids, and I bet you guys were allowed to get Happy Meals way more often than I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, we eating off the dollar menu tonight, boys.
Yeah.
But anyways, the Darkest Fairy, to kind of get back to it. First of all, this wiki page sucks. It's hilariously bad. If I'd seen these... Okay, sorry. I just found characters that I think if I'd seen them as a child, I would have been gayer sooner. So it has a decent description of the gameplay. It's mostly kind of your typical, like, action-adventure. You have a dude with a sword and then a girl with magic, and they get better equipment. Like, it's pretty cut and dry.
Yeah.
And then if you look, there's no plot listed.
No, there is plot listed.
Oh?
It is. There are 4 main acts of the story of the game. Acts 1, Act 2, and 3, and 4.
And that's it. So cheers, I'll
There
drink
is
to
plot.
that.
Fuck yeah, buddy, sure is.
Fuck yeah, buddy, there sure is. So the characters that if I had seen them as a child, I would have been gayer sooner are the Dark Fairy Sisters.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's you.
Yeah. Their vibes are very similar to the Hex Girls from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. But they're just blue.
They're just blue. And their names are Spite, Malice, and Vanity.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Spite.
Yeah.
Actually, Spite is a more normal thing to name anything than Malice.
I just realized also there's one comment on this page. Very sexy.
Oh man, Aster, you could leave a page on your... a comment on here somewhere.
If I could ever...
Or I could for you since I'm still logged in.
I don't know why I can't seem to sign in to Wiki anymore.
You have to sign in via Google.
I did, and it never works for me.
Oh, well.
Fuck you, I guess.
Works me. So if you find a page you want to comment on, just holler.
So, on the Darkest Fairy video game, there are 4 comments. One of them is an incredibly long... Some things that annoy me about the game, and this person just like... goes down and lists everything that annoys them. Which is just really funny to me. Yeah, Rick, you're gonna have to link what that is, because I certainly don't remember that. I think that was a game.
Yeah, it's a game. I'm in category games.
Yes.
Meepit versus Feepit.
Yeah, the Meepit versus Feepit. Yeah, I remember this one. Then there's an exchange here. I was on the PS side of the PS4 versus Xbox debater, but this just mads me swift to Xbox. I don't understand how this would relate to that, as it was a PS2 game. Somebody else. Hey! This is a lawless zone, in case you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Oh, the games are all real good. They're not super rich vein of things to talk about, just because like it would just be me describing Flash games on a pet site
No,
from
I'm
memory.
just looking at the titles.
But the
We've got
titles-
Meepit versus Feepit, we got Math's Nightmare, we got Cootie Wars.
My favorite is the Wheel of Monotony. So there were several like
Bouncy Supreme.
Wheels of Fortune. There were 6. So there's the Wheel of Excitement, the Wheel of Knowledge, the Wheel of Mediocrity, the Wheel of Misfortune, the Wheel of Extravagance. There is a link to the Wheel of Slime. Or there's Wheel of Slime is on here that there's no link to it, and I don't know what that is.
God. There's a game called Ghost Bopper.
There's a lot of fucking games.
Yeah.
I'm just enjoying looking at the titles.
I'm gonna actually open up all of the wheels because they're all really fun to me. So the Wheel of Monotony, it is one of the 6 wheels of Neopia. It only costs 150 Neo points to play and can be played once a day. It has prizes similar to the most expensive wheel, but it can take ages to come to a stop. The Wheel of Monotony can run for several hours, even up to 24 full hours.
Wait, how did that not crash their site?
Don't know. However, an avatar can be received from it, and you even have a chance at getting items like a Terranian paintbrush. It is up to the user to decide whether the wheel is worth the wait, and it is suggested that it be kept open in another tab on mute so that the noise does not become a nuisance.
Because it makes that, like, clicking wheel noise the entire time, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And it was probably bitcrushed.
Yep. So, the prizes: a visit to the volcano, Wheel of Monotony avatar.
What does that mean?
Don't remember.
What?
Don't know. I don't remember.
Let me look up volcano on the wiki, I guess.
Terranian paintbrush, a ticket for the Neopian lottery, or your active pet loses half their health.
Why?
Now, I think it's the only
That doesn't sound like a reward.
bad one on here. We can definitely talk about a lot of these locations, and I think that'll give us a little more information about what this stuff is.
Oh, there was a volcano that was a successor. The Tyranian volcano was a former subsector of Tyrania that was later removed.
Oh.
It's just a bunch of lava.
So the Wheel of Mediocrity is the cheapest of the spinning wheels at only 100 Neo points per spin. A very unenthusiastic Tyranian Flotsam manages this wheel, and it is clear he doesn't really care for his job. I don't inherently know what TNT means. Here, I'll link this. Sorry, I just realized I was reading and not linking. TNT may be making this wheel out to be very boring, but with the possible prizes and the low price, this wheel can be thought of as one of the best there are in Neopia. One of the things that can happen, a Grarl roars at your Neopet. Nothing happens.
Okay.
There is one that is also just nothing happens.
Thank you. What's the Wheel of Excitement? Oh, it's flashy. No, it used to cost only 100 Neo points, but now it's 500.
Oh.
Which one?
The Wheel of Excitement.
Oh yes, that's the Fairyland special wheel.
Oh.
The wheel is a fan favorite because of the many good prizes.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah. It seems like there's a lot of nothing happens, though. There's like 4 nothing happens spots on here. But some of these are 20,000 Neo points. All your pets are healed and any sicknesses they had are cured. You win a random magic item.
It seems worth it for the risk.
The worst one, in my opinion, from what I remember,
I'm assuming Misfortune,
was the Wheel of Knowledge, because it was boring as shit. You just got books. It fucking sucked
Oh.
ass. The Wheel of Knowledge is the wheel found in Brightvale. It was the first wheel to be, quote, saved by the Save the Wheels event. I don't know what the fuck it was. I don't know what that was. This wheel is only able to be spun once every 24 hours. Every once in a while, rather than getting some items or a few Neo points, the wheel will give out some knowledge, or rather, a hint on something that can be done in Neopia or while playing a game. These are not usually worth the 400 Neo points that was spent. However, with a whole collections of free ones here, you won't have to go spending your precious hard-earned Neo points on getting them. So, they just have a bunch of the, like, knowledge and lore.
Cool.
Oh, I see. The wheel
Every
of,
child's
the Wheel of
favorite
Slime
prize.
was a Nickelodeon thing.
Yeah.
There were some
There's
sponsor
not even a
games.
prize. Yeah, there's not even a prize table. It's just nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it was sponsored by Nickelodeon, because the previous owner of Neopets. It was decorated with Nick characters. That's it.
So, there's shit like...
I love the fucking comments on this page.
Oh, which one?
On the Wheel of Slime.
Oh boy.
Fantastic.
There's really just one. It's like, thank God this capitalist shit is gone.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
God.
There's just shit like, if your Neopet becomes too sad, it may change its color. And the Wheel of Knowledge. It sucked ass. You couldn't get anything good from this. I never did it. And you can only spin it once a day. It sucked. There's also the Wheel of Misfortune, which is fucked up and evil.
Yeah.
And it is...
It'd have to be for the name.
Yeah.
This looks like something from the Plague Flight.
Yeah. My favorite is, as you notice, 5 of the things you get are bad. However, you can win good items at it. So the good things you can get, you win some Neo points, you lose some Neo points, a random spooky pet, a random gift. The Pant Devil steals an item from your inventory.
Unless there's nothing in your inventory, then nothing happens.
Hey, in the trivia section, there's a bullet point that says the old design was meant to appear to be made of past victims, hence the blood, bones, and flesh-looking material.
It's real.
I was just about to send this screen cap of the old image of it with the caption, "Note the bones and flesh."
Mm-hmm.
Sucks, buddy.
God.
Yeah.
Although the Gellert running the wheel appears to be a living shadow, in the Neopedia it states that his teeth are shown and his nose is also visible, suggesting he was originally just a silhouette. Okay.
Yeah, I don't understand any of that. The Wheel of Extravagance, I don't know if I ever did this one. It's like hidden, and I don't even know how you have to like go to an area and like click a spot that doesn't have like a little sign indicating that it's anything. I genuinely don't know if I ever knew this existed.
What the fuck?
I need to figure out how to spell extravagance so I can go find this damn thing.
Wait, does Neopets have a list of affiliates?
Yeah.
You guys keep talking about wheels. Oh, it has 2, which is the Pet Pit Park Wiki and the Monkey Quest Wiki.
I don't know what Monkey Quest is.
Don't know.
It's
not gonna look.
Yeah, I won't look, even though I've just looked, but okay.
God, the Wheel of Extravagance is...
It is 100,000 Neo points per spin. Some of the prizes on this wheel may not be worth 100,000, especially the Neo points prizes where you either receive less than 100,000 or gain only a 1 Neo point profit. There is literally one where you can get 1,001 Neo points.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Sucks. Why would you want this?
I don't know. You can even get nothing.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah,
This is the single one where nothing shouldn't be an option.
Yeah.
It's too expensive.
And it's fucked up, and it still is. I just completely blanked out. Anyways, I think this is kind of a good small primer to some of the locations, which I said we would talk about, and I think it is time to do so. Let me get you category locations. Now, let me see here.
What is this in bed? The laboratory. Now you must choose one of your pets, but I like being a cougar, but please don't do this. What if I turn into a frog, but I like being a hissy?
Then let's talk about the labray and the laboratory.
The snakes have arms. I like their big grabbies.
Yeah, they're really good. They have arms. Just yesterday you were crying about snakes. They don't have any arms.
Oh, they look good. They have like weird wing arms. Hissy. I like these.
I do like these.
So the labray. So, the labray, there's also, I think Alex might have linked it here, NeoQuest. And it was a lot. It was basically like RPG mechanics. So, the lab can like lose strength, lose levels, gain movement, blah, blah, blah.
No, you're just jumping. The labray is a laser contained within a secret laboratory. It is owned by Mad Scorchio the scientist and is hidden deep under the sea. To get there, one must first collect all 9 pieces of the secret laboratory map and view the secret laboratory section of the game treasure maps. Now you can start.
Thank you.
Once you just flung us in.
Once you have unlocked it, you can zap your pets daily. When you zap them, they change. Beware, some of the changes may not be ones you like.
I do like the change is just a hyperlink.
Yeah,
Is it?
there's Neopets.fandom, change your pet.
Oh, okay.
And how to change your pet. The Labray has some exclusive colors that can only be obtained through zapping your pet. Even the Rainbow Fountain and the Fountain Fairy cannot give you these. The Fountain Fairy also handed out...
Oh my god, look at her.
Yeah, she's mermaid. If you complete a Fountain Fairy quest, you'll be able to visit the Rainbow Pool, which enables you to paint one of your pets almost any color. Excluded colors are 8-bit, Ice, Magma, MSP, Robot, Royal, Sponge, Kwiguki, and Usuki. I think you get those in different ones.
Gookie.
Yeah, she's very... also, avatars from the Labray. When your pet changes species because of the Labray, you have a chance to obtain the Pwned by the Labray avatar. So the exclusive colors, exclusive colors to the Labray are Clay, Garlic, Ice, MSP, which, by the way, can only be applied to one. Malevolent Sentient Plushie is a color only for Poogles. Unlike normal plushie Poogles, these have red eyes and a sharp tooth grin. They're fucked up and evil.
Oh, can I say them?
Yes, hold on. Let me get these to you.
Oh, there was a jelly paintbrush. You could be slime.
Yeah! You can be Sleemy.
Pet gummy.
Gumby. Robot, Sponge, Mosaic, Burlap Doll.
Oh, I see. MSP is creepypasta.
Yes. And so I never got access to the Labray because, as you can tell by this wiki page, it was very difficult. There's a lot of things on Neopets that were really hard, and I was a dumb baby.
Yeah, it definitely seems like there's a sorry, I just got distracted by the paintbrushes. It seemed there was like the casual gamer game, and then like I spend all of my waking moments on Neopets game.
Yeah.
Much like other pet sites.
Yeah. But yes, there's lots of locations for us to potentially talk about. I sure wish I could get a map of Neopia. I may just...
Yeah, there's just the locations tab, and that's really like what you get.
Here we go. No, I think this just has Altadorian Cup. I don't want that. Maybe I do. Maybe that's good enough. Well, I'm not gonna spend too long on this. We can just talk about some stuff. Let me think. What was my favorite place when I was a kid?
I did like Jelly World earlier.
We can talk about Jelly World. Is anyone surprised that I thought that this Asian-inspired one was my favorite?
Was this before or after you discovered anime?
I think it was before. I think it primed me. Yeah, there's definitely... Oh boy. It seems that it's impossible to reach Shenku unless flying by ships, and once there, suspension bridges are used to span the great altitudes. Located high on a mountain range north of Altador, Shenku has a vast, thick yellow fog covering the lower half of its mountain. So it's a bunch of like buildings perched on these mountains.
I'm into it.
It's pretty cool.
I love a good air city.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely remember. It's possible that I remember it like appearing, and so when I first got on the site, there was not Shenku. Year 8 on Neopia occurred at the same time as 2006 on Earth, so it is possible that I was not on the site at that time, and so Shenku was like a fun new surprise for me.
Wait, sorry, I was just skimming over the Jelly World page. Of course, Jelly World really does exist. It contains a hidden game, Jelly Bulbs. Oh, wait, that's not what I wanted to read. Sorry. What I wanted to read was, note, some of the discoverers of Neopia from Earth are from Great Britain. See Adam Powell and Donna Williams. In Great Britain and other British-influenced territories, gelatin desserts are called jelly. In other parts of Earth, where they got more influenced by USA, these desserts are called jello. Earth?
Yeah.
Esther?
I don't... So Adam Powell and Donna Williams, I believe, are the original creators of Neopets.
Yeah, those are the original site founders. I recognize those names.
Is Earth in...
I don't know.
I'm searching Earth.
I'm pretty sure what this is implying.
I'm just getting Earth fairies.
I also don't know if I ever got here.
It's a secret one. There's dispute about whether it really exists. Some people have managed to get to Jelly World. The Neopets team, TNT, that's what TNT is, claims there is no such place as Jelly World. However, there is much evidence that it exists. Some of the clues are the Jelly World board, Bouncy Supreme appearing in the suggested tab of the games room, number 5 from Cell Block, and the green jelly plot, of which everyone's pets went missing. It is possible that that's where some of Neopians get jelly too. Of course, Jelly World really does exist. It contains the hidden game Jelly Blobs of Doom, the giant jelly, which is like the giant omelet, jelly foods, Bouncy Supreme, and the green jelly, which was from an older plot. It seems that, oh yeah, can't find it? Don't worry, just use this link to go here. It seems that most people that go here have to use a link. I was looking at the comments. Oh, there's a comment from someone with a Bruno icon that's just, I like Jelly World. Really powerful.
Oh, that's really good.
Thank you, Mr. Bucciolati.
I definitely remember Altador also sort of appearing.
Oh, there's a category for secret locations specifically. Sorry.
Oh, interesting.
I was zooming.
It's all right. We can talk. Let's talk about secret locations because this is probably a bunch of shit that I never went to, such as Neopets Junior, whatever that is. Oh,
Baby
interesting.
Baby site.
Simplified version of the main Neopet site, specifically for younger players. This area says most of the same links as the main site. It also has links to pages that younger users may like, such as how to draw and coloring pages, which Alex found. Each button has an animated feature, minus a link to the main site. Before the redo of the games room, the games link went to a page with simple games that give many Neo points. Now goes to the main room. Okay, so it's just the site for babies.
That's incredibly funny.
It's a great way to crash your economy.
Right. Are there comments on it? It doesn't say how to get to it.
Um,
There's 2 comments, which give no insight.
Did you guys just see what I just saw, which was the pets that didn't make it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Mainly for all the artists out there that have ever had a bad day, it proves there's always hope. Smiley face. Even if you haven't drawn in your life, you should still find these a bit of a giggle. Let me introduce the pets that didn't quite make it. Which seems to be beta art. I assumed it was like a fucking graveyard. Scrunt!
Scrunt is perhaps my favorite word in the English language.
It's like a weird
Turtle?
but like naked. No shell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then there's Scrunt too, which is a turtle but with the shell and blue, whereas Scrunt is yellow.
There's also Sick Chicken, Pumpkin Guy, Lizardo, Dodo Thing, Mouse,
Eggy.
Eggy, Odd, ... Snail Thing.
Odd looks like a sloth. Is it a beach ball?
These are
feel
horrifying
like
to
I
look
need
at,
to base
actually.
my
I
identity
really don't
around.
like them.
They're really actually quite bad to look at. I could have sworn there was one of these.
Oh, I found a tag yourself
So
on Google.
before we do anything else with this, I want to read the little disclaimer at the top, because like normally there'll be like the stub tags on the top of articles that need more information, that kind of thing. On this page, there is a tag that says, "No, really, that's it. This article is not a stub." There's very little known on the subject, and thus very little to add to the article. If more information is released, it will be added to the article.
But at least better than some wikis that classify smaller pages as stubs forever, even when that's all there is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, now that explains why I was never able to fucking get on here. I was wondering if this was a secret location or not. It's not. It was something that they fucked up. So Lutari Island was a location in Neopia, tropical island, similar to Mystery Island, blah, blah, blah. Lutari Island was an exclusive island available only to users who pay for Neopets Mobile. As of June 2010, Lutari Island can no longer be accessed due to the mobile service being taken down. You can't access it still, to this day. They just fucked it up.
Okay. Good.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, it's out the door cup time.
Oh.
So, since I've now brought it up, because it actually took me to the front of the Neopets page, the Altadorian Cup happens roughly the same time as the Soccer World Cup.
God.
It
Very
is probably
funny.
one of the biggest site-wide events.
Is it just soccer?
Kind
It's soccer.
So it's
It's called Yu Ball.
called Yu Ball. So, you use a Yu.
YOOYU ball.
You use a Yu, which is a little friend, and they curl up into a little ball.
Oh, I love them!
They are very good.
They're like fairy flying scrolls.
So it is described as a cross between Jaialai, which is not a sport I've ever heard of, and lacrosse, where players carry a ball in a sling and charge down the field, trying to throw the ball into the other team's net to score a goal. So it's soccer adjacent, and you can join
lacrosse.
It's very lacrosse-like. So you can join like tons of these different teams. Actually, I'm gonna screen cap because the Altidorian Cup is about to rev up for its this season. So you pick one of these,
like for real?
For real. It usually starts in about June. Like most of them start anywhere from May 27th to I think June 12th looks like the longest or like the latest it started. So they start sometime early summer, and so you can pick like where you wanna be from. There are, first of all, 2 places in space. There's the moon Creludor, and Virtue Pets, which has like an artificial moon. And so you would like align yourself with a team, and you would play UU Ball and a couple of other mini games to get points for your team. So it was like a real game.
Event. Yeah.
And so it would fucking...
Oh, and it lasts for like a month?
It lasts for like... So I think they just said... It just is... And continues until the championship is finished, which is a very hilariously like... nothing... It's done when it's done, bitch. It's done when it's done.
Yeah.
The inaugural one took place between June 1st and August 4th. So it just went.
In 2006.
Oh, that's 2 months. Wow.
So it is, as I said, still going because they are gearing up for it now. You are literally like, if you are on Neopets now, you can choose your team.
Well, I don't know, but now we're recording this a bit in advance.
True. I usually played for Shenku, in case you couldn't tell. I was a proto-weeb. And so I distinctly remember that there was like a game, Slushy Slinger. It did not give you as many points. So it was fun. And I remember it being like the one big thing that would kind of like, it was this big annual event, and it was kind of the only thing of its kind on Neopets. There were these but
it might have been the only thing of its time online at the time. Especially in like 2006. Right.
It is a very unique thing, and I think it was one of the things I remember really liking about Neopets was being able to look forward to the Altidorian Cup and like figuring out who would win, and it was really cool because I'm, a dweeb. And because like also I was an idiot and like didn't ever pay attention to the plot, and also it was during the summer, which meant that I could play it more often instead of going to school.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely remember all of that good shit. Oh, they updated this art.
It does look more crispy.
Yeah, well, I popped open another location, Terrania, mostly because I wanted to talk about the Big Omelet. The Big Omelet is
wasn't the Big Omelet the thing that people mentioned taught them capitalism or whatever?
Yes, the giant omelet.
Yes.
So, the giant omelet is a big omelet made of dinosaur eggs that sits atop the Terranian plateau. It is watched over by a lupe named Saber X, and you can take free piece of omelet once per day, which I believe it was like 3 bites. The food items like could be eaten by your pets a different amount of times. So you could mostly feed your pets if you kept up with the omelets. This is also incredibly funny to me because I do not remember most of these, like plain sausage, cheese and onion, cheese, tomato, ham and cheese. Some of the more normal ones, but like I never got
chocolate?
Twirly fruit chocolate. I don't even know what a juppie is.
Yeah, there's no link.
Certainly never got that.
I don't know how to feel about Meat Feast.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a clay one. That's not food.
Yeah, spicy red pepper omelet. So
hey, this is pretty gourmet for free food, though. Off the ground.
Honestly, I
love that this just exists.
Remember that you could also go watch a concert, which was pretty.
At the omelet?
No. In Terrania, the Terranian Concert Hall. Terranian Concert Hall, a Stonehenge-like construction, is located on the plateau in Terrania, where it hosts the performances of the bands of Neopia. The Terranian content...
God, I love how bad all this old art is. It's so charming.
It's so bad.
Yes, boy, ice cream live.
Yes, so they're... Okay, I'm going to read this comment in its entirety. It is also from 2012.
I hit play on the video and it's so bitcrushed.
It's real bitcrushed.
Sorry, keep going. I'm just gonna let this play in the background.
Can someone put videos of BKG, Mohawk, Mincy, which is stylized like NSYNC, Yes Boy Ice Cream, the Neopian Philharmonic, and the Twisted Roses? Those are the best bands. Mohawk only plays on the 31st of every month. They are the bomb. BKG are also amazing. I got the Mincy song stuck in my head. Da dum da da dum da da dee da dum 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 dee da dee doo. Which I don't know if that's how that goes.
That's how it goes
I see,
now.
there it is. It's on a comment. It's the single comment on this page.
And yes,
God.
this video is super bitcrushed.
It's also just a single flash loop that's really bad to look at. I love it so much.
It's-
Old flash animation is so good.
And I distinctly remember, like, you could get there too late and the tickets would all be sold out. It was hype as shit to, like, go get to just watch this flash on loop for fake money.
How long would it last?
I don't remember. I think it might have just been until you were done.
Okay, that's incredible.
Let me see if I can find
so
some
good.
more videos here.
The internet was really a simpler place.
Yeah.
It really was.
That's so great.
Oh shit. Okay, so this
The
is
world if
not
we still had flash
technically a
animation
wiki,
loop
but
concerts.
it counts. It's a Neopets. This is a list of all of
Oh my god.
the bands.
I love these Neopet sites where people have their own Neopet sonas.
It's real good.
It's so good.
It's real good. I'm gonna read
That's a
all
lot
of
bands. Yeah.
these. Okay. Twisted Roses, Neopian Philharmonic, Walk Till You Drop, Mincy, Jub Zambra and the Cobral Charmers, Jasmosis. Oh, the BKG was Blue Kachik group. I remember. I thought there was a Blue Man group.
I'm
Chompy and the
assuming
Fungus
that's the
Balls.
Blue Man Group. Yeah.
2 Gallon Hats, Sticks and Stones, Yes Boy Ice Cream, Mellow Marauders,
Chompy and the Fungus Balls.
Chompy and the Fungus Balls is incredible.
Hikalakas, Grundo, and Mohawk. Also, guys, on this, if you click on old concert links, you may have to fight with it a little bit. I have Flash installed. It does play them.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
that just
I
tries
have
to
to-
download. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to download those because I'm on Windows 10. Or I assume that's the problem, is that I have the newest of everything, so Flash has been obliterated.
They still work for me. Anyways, they're surprisingly crispy, but also just a bad
Interesting.
Flash loop, and it's so special to me.
Yeah.
And they just look real bad.
I love it. Old Flash animation is so good.
So good.
This is Walk Till You Drop.
Oh my, yeah, that's remarkably crispy.
Yeah, it's
I wonder if this person just like managed to rip it out of the site files.
probably.
It would have been easy back in the day, I assume.
Yeah, if you know enough HTML, it's probably
Yeah.
not that hard.
Especially since they encouraged you to code on their site with your own custom shop. Aster, what are these little creatures? Because I do see them around a lot online, just even today.
these little
Those
blue-
things just show up.
These little blue boys,
Yeah.
Kachiks,
Cheeks.
because this is the Blue Kachik group.
Oh, I see. I couldn't tell you where I see them, but I do just see them often.
No, they are just like hanging around.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you could get merch!
So you would get a random piece of merch depending on what people you went and saw.
Like in the game, I assume.
Yes, in the
Not
game.
real life.
Yeah.
More or less, you would get a hat, a CD, a jacket, poster, shirt. Occasionally there were other things like speakers, guitars. The Grundos seemed to have guitars, mugs, plushies. They had a lot of shit going on. Oh shit. This is really bringing back some real memories for me because this is like the life I wanted to live. And just watching all of these. Oh, it's so good. My favorite thing about how crispy the actual images are, it does not change how bad the audio is.
Fuck yes.
Hell yeah.
It's still really bad and crunchy.
I love bitcrushed audio so much.
I'm gonna see if I can find them on YouTube real quick.
Oh, it's really special to me. I'm living a life that you guys could not possibly imagine being able to see all of these for free.
Alright, I found Jasmosis.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, the audio is so demolished.
So bitcrushed.
Give me more of them.
Yes, bitcrushed jazz in particular is really good. You get that a lot in like the old point and click games like Pajama Sam and etc.
Yes, it has a very like Sierra game.
Yes.
Leisure Suit Larry kind of the jazz in particular. Oh, the Braintree. Yeah, I don't remember this bitch. In case the Haunted Woods low-key scared me when I was a kid.
Oh.
Because it was scary. It was scary.
And you were also 11. Wait,
I was,
it's
like 11. The Braintree is located in the Haunted Woods. He will give you quests to go on.
Battle Dome? Battle
Yeah,
Dome?
it had fight.
Battle Dome?
Yeah, the Battle Dome was, I think, the, where, like, all those stats, that was where that became, relevant.
The art for Battle Dome opponents is making me feel something.
Yeah, it's something.
Yeah, why is it so shaded?
Yeah, it's really
It looks
drawn.
like almost lackadaisical.
Yeah.
If that's a reference that hits anybody.
Yeah, the comic, you mean?
Yeah, the comic.
This is not what I remember the Haunted Woods looking like, so I think they maybe made it less scary, because I was...
Or you were 11.
No. Oh my god. No, it did used to look worse. No.
Is there a trivia point like they changed it because it was too scary for children?
Now, I'm not saying that as an adult this is scary, but
That's not scary.
it's not. And it probably shouldn't have been to me, but there was something that was just a little more haunted about it. I think it was that it looked bad.
Yeah, I mean, the new one is mostly blue, which when something's more monochrome, it's a little less creepy to look at when it's something like this. It's like easier on the eyes, but it has like the brown background with these bright yellow what would you call those? Yeah, location tags, and then just like locations that are all different colors, so it's a bit more to look at, whereas the new one is just like mostly blue.
Yeah, I'll agree that the old one is like a little bit overwhelming to look at.
Yeah.
Oh, this one is... Oh, I fucking remember this shit. Hold on. This also creeped me the fuck out. Haunted Carnival.
Oh no.
There's a clown. It says Carnival of Terror. It sucks. This is also the old Wheel of Misfortune.
Oh.
Ah.
Yeah. So I definitely remember this kind of freaking me out a little more because like the concept of being in like a fucked up haunted carnival still sort of freaks me out.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
Yeah. Speaking of the Kikos also, which is something we were not talking about. Actually, let's talk about Wheel of Thade, actually, because Rook linked it. Wheel of Thade is a Kachik ghost that haunts the castle he once resided in. He looks fucked up and evil. He has a white patch.
Kind of he's like a zombie Frankenstein Kachik.
I will read his gallery of evil description.
Yes.
In his younger days, Eliv was hailed for his brilliant mind and nearly revered for his amazing ability to solve even the most complex of puzzles. That all changed one day when a servant of the proud Kachik offered a puzzle that simply stumped Thade. He anguished over the conundrum for every waking moment during a span of many years, and as a result, his sanity slowly slipped away. As years passed, the rumor that Eliv Thade had died alone in his castle without ever solving the puzzle that had tormented him for so much of his life persisted. It seems that, although his body is no more, his tortured mind and spirit remain behind. His specter now haunts the castle, challenging anyone who enters to a dangerous game of wits.
No, that's what not being able to solve a puzzle does to you.
Yeah.
Profession, genius, ghost, alignment, evil.
Yeah.
Profession, genius.
Profession genius is really gonna get me.
Evil Thade's name is an anagram that can be unscrambled to form evil-hated, evil death, vile-hated, and live death.
Did they just slap
A single comment. What a delightfully evil character.
Thank you, Toothless.
It's real good.
Yeah, some of the Toothless icon.
To shift wildly, mostly because I want to talk about one single piece on here. Kiko Lake. I also was obsessed with this place because I really wanted a Kiko, and so I was like, maybe if I just go here, they'll just give me one. The the part that I wanted to mention, which was Kiko Lake has an Altador Cup team. Dedicated fans are called Lakers or Kiko Lakers. Oh, they definitely updated the art because the old Kiko Lake looks a lot more normal to me. So I don't know when they updated. I distinctly
seems to be a few years ago.
Yeah, the Kiko Lake treats. I remember there was a bakery there, and one of actually the things also that Neopets taught me was that you can haggle.
Yeah, I just saw that in a comment.
What happens when you keep haggling over the treats person? By the way, if you try and fuck with them too much, they say in all caps, "Right now I'm really annoyed. Be gone. Don't come back." And it's cut off a little bit, but the only button is "Leave this shop." So it's real good.
It's really funny.
God.
Oh, here we go. Finally, an actual decent list of locations. There are 20 lands in Neopia. I'm gonna go down all of them.
Oh boy.
Altador, Brightvale, Fairyland, Haunted Woods, Kiko Lake, Croc Island, Creludor, Lutari Island, Lost Desert, Maraqua, Meridel, Moltara, Neopia Central, Mystery Island, Rue Island, Shenku.
Is that Australia?
Now that you mention it, yes.
Yes.
Rue Island, Shenku, Terror Mountain, Terrania, and Virtue Pet Space Station. Briefly, I'd like to look at King Rue. Yes, thank God! He looks like a terrible lumpy sock puppet and I love him.
Yeah. He's very Muppety.
Oh, I definitely remember the old Rue Island. This new crisp art is like, this is not my Neopets.
Oh, the old Rue Island looks Hey, Aster, what's this version of Rue Island where it's consumed with purple?
Fucking corruption got it.
During Daily Dare 2012, Rue Island was slowly taken over by strange bugs from the new games room. The bugs eventually completely covered the island. When they left, the new look of the island was uncovered.
Oh, I see. Did they do that to every location?
It might be the explanation as to why many of them changed.
God. Does bugs eat your shit and give you a facelift?
Yes. Yes. But yes, these are very, very many fun places.
Hey.
Yeah?
I'm going to interrupt you. Because I went to King Rue's page, and he, under the section Stock Market, King Rue owns Diceroo Industries PLC, which you can buy stocks at the stock market. Following the success in Diceroo, a game that took place in Utopia by storm, can't seem to do any wrong. CEO and Chairman King Rue aims to continue the success of Diceroo with a whole string of interactive games due to be launched in the month of storing. You can buy stocks here. Why can you buy stock?
I did not know there was a stock
Neopets
market.
is capitalism.
I didn't know there was a Neopet stock market. I knew that the economy got fucked, but this would explain it.
I also didn't. Oh, wait. Oh, really good. Okay. Every year, Rue Island puts forward a team for the Altador Cup. They were the champions of Altador Cup 3, blah, blah, blah. Dedicated fans are known as Ruligans. That's really good.
Ruligans is good.
Yeah, that's Australia.
That's Australia.
I don't know if all of the locations have what their fans are called, but it's real good.
There's a website called neodac.info, and it's just the stock. It doesn't exist anymore.
Oh
Sad.
no!
But it looks like it was the stock market index for
That
Neopets, which is really good.
Oh my god. Stonks. Oh, you're right. There is
Buy low,
Neodac.
sell high. You can make or lose a lot of Neopoints. Wheel and deal on the Neopian stock market. With the help of Nigel, the commodity broker Chia, assemble a stock portfolio and start buying and selling your way to stock market success.
This is a kid's game.
This is a kid's game.
Yeah.
Also, under buying, there is a very in-depth guide as to when you should buy shares in a Neo stock.
Selling, however, has 2 sentences. When to sell is by far the most common question and the most difficult to answer. It's really up to the individual, depending on your personal goals and how many Neopoints you have in the bank.
Thanks.
Thanks for that help.
I found a height chart for all the Neopets.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
The smallest is the Akara at 41 centimeters, and the biggest is the Zafara at... Oh, wait.
biggest-
Sorry.
All these aren't in order.
Yeah, these aren't listed in order. Okay, well,
Well, the
hey,
smallest,
Aster, can you recognize the smallest and the biggest one?
the smallest is a flotsam, and
and
the
the
largest
biggest
is an airy.
Oh, I see. You can scroll over them.
Yeah,
So
yeah, they hover.
So a flotsam is 21 centimeters, and a airy is 160 centimeters.
They're tiny little fucks.
It's like, Froakie. But if real size. I love real size Froakie.
Well, this is fun. Oh, they're
This
having
is-
database functionality problems.
Oh,
I
no.
love that the unicorn pet is bigger than the T-Rex pet.
It's real good. Let me see. I don't know unless there are any other locations you guys want to talk about, any that jumped out at you when I kind of went down the list.
I think I kind of covered everything that
Actually,
swamped me.
Hold on. I want to talk about this super briefly. Neopia is a world where 54 different species of Neopets live in. It is also home to 466 different species of pets.
Wait, I just found whatever this is.
Chia Pops.
Chia Pops.
Are like magical plushies in some respects because they will change your chia's appearance when eaten into the flavor of that chia pop. So there's these pets that are chias, which are just like little beans with feet and nubs, and they're like Kirby, but if Kirby was longer, and then like had a tuft of hair. But you can feed them pops, and they just become different fruits and vegetables,
Yeah.
including apple, eggplant, asparagus, a durian, onion, pineapple, pepper.
This is also in a
What?
category, by the way, called low quality articles.
Get them.
Oh my gosh, they're all... yeah, articles are ranked.
Oh, I don't know. This wouldn't really translate into the podcast, but I love this. Oh, that's it. This color is so cute. The
Island, yeah.
island style on this Zweetok. It looks very cute.
Very charming.
It's kind of like a stylized deer, but with... Actually, it looks like a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like yet another grass-type animal Pokemon.
Oh gosh, what's the name of the ramp? The ram? It's...
Go-Go-Goat? Or Go-Goat?
yeah, it looks like a goat.
Really good.
Yeah, sorta.
Anyway, it's cute. And the article
oh.
sucks because it doesn't actually list any of the actual
Yeah.
sprites besides this Zewok.
Oh, I just opened the mutant page and it doesn't have many photos on it.
Interesting.
I want to... God, the bottom of this page is just gallery, which it does have an expand tag. So, oh, that's where the rest of them are. But the only one is just this single centered photo of a mutant Grundo, one of the first mutants introduced, which just looks like an old school baddie you'd find in Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's green and he has antenna and he looks like he's gonna beat the shit out of you.
Yeah, and then the references page, which is, my pet is a mutant. How do I get my old pet back?
Why would you want to? Oh, you probably gave it a follow-filling potion. The only way you can change your Neopet back is give it another potion.
Yeah, it seems there weren't any negative consequences to having a mutant pet.
They were just
Whoa,
ugly.
mutant Lupes look cool.
Yeah, some of these are cool as hell.
It's like a I don't remember. Is it a Houndoom? Am I
Houndoom,
thinking of
yeah.
a Houndoom. Yeah, it's kind of like a Houndoom,
Mm-hmm.
but like purple. Oh, some of these suck.
Some of them suck.
But this is cool as fuck.
Yeah, the Akara mutant. This is just bangs.
This fucks.
It looks like a legendary Pokemon. Really,
It has,
It looks
like-
like if Solgaleo and the
Lunala,
bat-
yeah.
Yeah, if they fused,
Yeah, it has like horns and plates.
but like had lamer colors.
It's fucking cool as hell. And then some of them are
Yeah.
bad and ugly.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
Yeah. This is inequality in the Neopets world.
Yeah.
But anyways, I don't know if there was anything else that really jumped out at you guys.
No?
Sir, I have a question.
Yes.
Did you ever get into drama on Neopets? Did you ever get into drama, or did you ever roleplay on Neopets? I'll give it two options.
Did not ever roleplay on Neopets. I did roleplay in other fandoms, on other forums, but Neopets was not one that I did that on. In case you can't tell, like I said, from the 4 accounts I had,
Yeah.
I did not dedicate a lot of time into any one account. So that's sort of my thing, is I liked Neopets a lot and I kept making accounts, but honestly, the things I remember the best are like all of the locations and the games and stuff. Because that was my sort of interaction with it. I was not super involved in like, I just wanted these pets with all these cool paintbrushes and stuff. I never had any of that. That was kind of my experience, was being like 9 and thinking it was cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just curious if you had,
No, unfortunately not. I wish I did, because that sure would make for a good tale. But unfortunately, I was normal.
just a composed child.
Yeah, I definitely, like, I was even too dumb to, like, make a store, which is, as far as I understand, how you really made bank on Neopets.
Yeah.
But, that was the life, man. But, if that is all...
Yeah.
Rick, do you want to do our...
Oh, right. Yeah.
It sneaks up on you every time.
Yeah. You can find us on Twitter at Wikiboys Pod, and you can find me on Twitter at Twigwing.
You can find me on Twitter at AlexMostlyOK.
And you can find me on Twitter at Nerd of Goodness. And, this has been Wikiboys, and we'll fix it in post. The music used in this episode is Quirky Dog by Kevin MacLeod, founded in Comptech.com and used under the Creative Commons license, and Jasmosis from Neopets.